Hello, this is Reverend Angelia with today's Bible reading. Today's reading comes from Matthew 6, Treasures in Heaven. Do not store up for yourselves, gotta turn my page here, treasures on earth. Now that's hard, because a lot of us, that's what we want. We want money and stuff, and a big house and a big car, So it's hard to not do that. Where moth, because like in your clothes, and people who stock up on food, that happens in my kitchen sometimes. The moths come in and start eating your stuff. And rust destroy, like gutters on your house, your car, tools, stuff like that. And where thieves break in and steal. And that's a shame. That's a reality in our lives. I have security cameras and locks, on everything, because if we don't do that here, someone's always trying to come in or does come in and take stuff. And then you're like, people. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. And how do you do that? By good works. By being a good person. Where moth and rust do not destroy. Because there's no moths and rust in heaven. And where thieves do not break in and steal. Because there's going to be no thieves in heaven. For where your treasure is, that means what you value, there your heart will be also. So if your heart's after the money, that's where it's going to be worried about. After the stuff, that's where it's going to be worried about. God wants your heart to be after Him and the kingdom of heaven. So that's where your treasure is. The eye is the lamp of the body. That's how you see. That's what gives your world light. If, you can see. If your eyes are good, your whole body will be full of light. Now, just to touch on that a little bit, you can be blind and still be full of light because you have other senses and other ways of being a good person other than, seeing. But if your eyes are bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. And by that, not meaning you can't see good. What they mean is if you're after bad things. If you like being a bad person, if you make bad decisions because that's what you want, if you're hateful, and don't try to understand other people, don't have compassion for other people, if you're an indecent person and choose those things, then you're walking in darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness? And what they're saying is, if that's your choice, if you choose to walk in darkness, then how great is that darkness? Because that's your choice. No one can serve two masters. Now, some people say, oh, yeah, you could, because whatever. Just whatever. Either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. Meaning, what you want to do and what you should do might not always be the same thing. If you love the money, you can't love God so much. Otherwise, you would, not hold on to so much of that money. You would give your tithe to help other people. You cannot serve both God and money. Again, if your goal is, some tickling me here, if your goal is to just get rich, and that's all you care about is your money, 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 then you're not really serving God. Because if you were serving God, you would tithe your 10% to do some good in the world, and then God will bless you more and more. So, that's all for now. Just remember, to build up those treasures in heaven. And, if you got treasures here on earth, that's good, then you're blessed. But do some good with that. That's all for now. Until next time.